Hello everybody, welcome to our Wednesday live. Maybe you're seeing us upside down. Sorry for this. It's the first time we do a live like this after a year of being confined and being on Zoom. We're actually meeting. We're having a team meeting today. Céline is also here. She's going to be joining us in a few minutes. But we are actually gathering together to consolidate our roots and to see what are the next aligned actions we are here to bring as a team. We were very much in vision. That's the honest truth since I would say December, more or less.
Yeah.
Trying to see where this whole structure is taking us. And vision goes kind of faster than reality. Let's put it like this. So there was a huge call for all our roots to come back together and say, okay, let's look at reality. How can we gather our energy, recollect our energy back into our own body roots, our own physical roots. So we are going through our own transformation system right now. And diving deeper, come Céline, closer. Diving deeper into our next authentic version as an individual and also as a team. And it's very interesting to see the difference between reality and vision. And the last video that I did, I'm pretty sure it's the last video, we were sharing on, or I was sharing on how the heart always knows what the prayer is about. Once we see it, once we feel it, we can surrender, really dive deep and surrender on Mother Earth, and then we are dictated what the next steps are. And as a collaboration now, or more as a team, it's very important to not only be individuals who are authentic, but to become a unit, to become, I was telling them, or we were sharing how much it's important to harmonize all our roots. So we're actually moving in the same direction, and we have our personal lives too, but we are here to create this movement of spiral and harmonizing our roots together to see how each of us can contribute in alignment with the highest vision. How can each of us can appear in our next layer of essence, of light, of authenticity, so the direction takes them in alignment and not only as a job, right? This is not at all the type of structure that we are creating. We're we want to grow organically, making sure that all that we do for this platform and in alignment with this vision keeps us walking the talk. Keeps us in alignment with the medicine of what's being channeled through this platform. And that's how we can serve you the best, to be in alignment with this and embodying all of this ourselves. So I'm going to give the mic to both Karine and Céline and share a little bit of how it is. How do you experience this of we have to be rooted in order to rise, which was the subject of the email I sent to the email list this morning. And have your voice come out there.
It's fine, yes. I find that for me it's like planting a seed and then giving it time to grow. I can't if I start just acting from my head and not take the time to feel what's going on, and then the actions are just either a waste of time or just not really taking me at the right place. When I take the time to feel it in my body every morning, to ask what's going on, to see if there's nothing that needs to happen right now for this, then it's not going to happen. I'm not forcing anything. Just letting it come organically. But I've done the intention, the vision, starting to take little steps, but nothing forced, and then it just happens. There's less chaos and less rumination and less
rumination of the mind, the resistance of the mind. I love that you brought to chaos also, that it can be chaotic, but that there's creativity and natural organic flow that happens just behind the chaos.
Yeah, for me, as Jen was saying, the past few months we were very much in the vision, and that's a part I really enjoy because there's a part of me that's fast, and I see big, and I'm super enthusiastic. and then the coming back to reality and really coming back to the roots for me is always I kind of an in between, because I love going deep and some part of me resists that too. So it's kind of always sweet and sour moment where I catch myself going too far, too big, too wide, and I know that I just have to settle down, go back, and then when I surrender also to that deepness and the roots, and I can really enjoy that phase of going back and just saying, okay, what's real now? What can we do now to serve best? Why am I here for? All those grounded questions, and then I can find joy in that place. Because if I resist, then I'm just frustrated that the vision doesn't go as fast as I would want, or I'm kind of struggling. But then, yeah, exactly. If I surrender to that, it's more pleasurable.
And you're explaining it perfectly, because it works like this, and we shared this also in last week's video, I believe, the frustration and the friction that can happen when we see the gap between dream and vision and also reality. And the truth is, the work is done here. The work is done here in reality, really coming face to face with who we are as a person, who we are as a body, what is inside of us. And that's where the courage comes from too. Like, oh wow, this is where I am, and I thought I was there. I'm not there. And the joy comes from being on the journey. It doesn't come from, it comes from the accomplishment. But you often heard this, that it's the joy of the path, the love of the path, rather than, okay, I'm there and becoming somebody. It's not about becoming somebody, it's about reclaiming who you are. And that happens in the present moment. It's always in the present moment, and that's where the juice is, and that's where the pleasure is. We're not in illusion when we are in the present moment. We are in the present moment, not the past, not the future. So we are here to inspire all of you to jump into that next layer for yourselves, for your lives, for your communities and families, for your aspirations and visions, that it's one step at a time, and that it's always about shifting your energy in the now. It's always about shifting yourself in the now. What are you giving power and attention to in the now? Is it life-giving, or is it life-sucking? And that's the same thing in your relationships, but it starts with the relationship with yourself. It starts with collaborating with yourself first, before collaborating with anybody else, before having, big ideas of what you want to be achieving. It starts with, how am I treating myself? How am I caring about myself? How am I loving myself? And share whatever you want to share in those lines too.
Yeah.
Well, it's because if you don't take care of yourself and you don't nourish yourself and you don't care for what your body and you need, well, you're giving from a place of lack, and it can't last forever. There's always going to be something bringing you back or telling you, slow down, come back, sit down.
Yeah. And I really, what you were saying in the email, and what really struck me also as we were sharing, is that you have to be honest about what's there really for you in reality, in every sphere of your life, because it's easy to think that you're more or less or different, but honesty is I won't say hard, but I think it's a work in progress. Anyways,
can be a slap on the face sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes just like, oh, I thought I was a bit further, but that's not it. But yeah, so honesty.
Yes,
for me.
Honesty, rooting, surrendering on Mother Earth, really having this, creating space in your body so your heart pulsates your highest visions and highest calling, and choosing really choosing every day. We choose every day. I personally choose every day. I wake up and I'm like, okay, yes, I'm really choosing this path. It's such a love story. And I would dare to say that once we step onto such a path, nothing really tastes the same after at all.
Yeah.
We really start tasting life at such a deeper level, and with so much more felt sense to it, so much more meaning, so much more intimacy, deep pleasure, not superficial pleasure, but really something that it ignites us, it activates us, and it aligns us. And at the end of the day, this is what we want for all of you at whatever stage you are at. I mean, it's all good, it's all perfect. We were just speaking this morning that language is difficult because sometimes we speak and we're not sure if the message is going through sometimes. So your feedbacks are super, super precious. Share with us. We are here to journey with you, to help you journey if this is a path you want to choose. And we are also building a structure that wants to serve whatever level you are at. That's why we're bringing more people in, and everybody can serve where they want to be serving. And yes, so it's all in creation. This is what's happening, and you will see it pop more and more. Céline already did the live. Karine is in the Facebook group too. And we are seeing organically where all of this is taking us, knowing that we are sincere in our hearts, and that's the most important. So if you have questions, you can post them underneath the video. We will read that through. If you have comments or feedbacks, please let us know. We are really in a momentum of recreating our ground, our roots, to consolidate all of this. Our new platforms are going to come out also by the fall, and we're really entering a new wave of collaboration and learning through collaboration too. We're not experts in collaboration, we are learning through collaboration and how to harmonize and break the paradigms of competition and jealousy, knowing that each one of us has their own unique color and I was gonna say taste, it's weird to say this. Their own unique essence, right? And they're here to shine their own light. Sorry, girls. Yes, so I think you get the picture. So yeah, all right. So any last words you have to say? Conclusion?
I would really love to hear from people. What are you guys looking for in this platform from us, from the community? Yeah, that's really what I would want.
Mm-hmm. More interaction in the group.
Yes, comments for sure. Like, why are you there? How I'd love to meet you. Yeah, it's a beautiful platform to be visible to. It's you find your safety inside, and then you share whatever you want to be sharing. You can share poems, anything you want to share, or share about yourself, your visions, what you aspire. In the email today, I was asking 2 questions. What have you been feeling called? What has your heart been feeling called lately, and what are your deep desires lately too? And post them in, and we'll read and we'll weave with all of this with content also and sharings. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thank you everybody for choosing yourselves, and we're sending you a lot of love. And you know how to reach us if you have something to ask us, or if you want to jump in with us in whatever platform. All right. Love you all.
Bye.
Ciao.